Goedenavond en welkom live bij Clubzaal hier in Almere, in de mooie Flevoland. Nou, ik moet er iets zeggen, het is iets belangrijk. De laatste keer dat we hebben dit programma geïntroduceerd. Ja, we hebben het, we called it stripped.
Unstripped.
Yeah, no, just stripped.
Oh yeah,
stripped.
Yeah.
But we changed the name. We hebben de naam veranderd naar
Candymen Unzipped.
Unzipped. So it wasn't a lie, but we just think that's a little bit more catchy. So from now on, this is Candymen Unzipped. So what are we doing here in Almere?
Yesterday we've done a show here in Almere, as you can see. Nice stage, nice lights, everything was fine. We had around 1,000, 1,200 ladies coming in. And tonight will be the same. We did a nice show. Everything went well, everybody was happy. And we made some nice pictures. We had some new thing. We got what's it called, the coffee mug.
Coffee mugs. Ja, waarom is het dat ik heb in het Nederlands gepraat en je praat in Engels? Ja,
ik weet niet waarom.
Fine, no, carry on. Misschien een beetje meer grappig.
Van die koffiemokken hebben we met mooie foto's van
ons.
En van die bijen.
Do we not have an example of a mug?
Oh. Yeah, so and
we'll show them another time.
Yeah, you can see on the social media on the story, but it's only available at the shows to get these stuff.
Exactly. And so we're expecting tonight another full house here in Almere. But if you aren't fortunate enough to come this evening, we are doing another show next week. But where are we going next week?
We go to Hasselt. It's in Belgium. Club Versus,
which is supposed to be a very big venue.
Yeah, it's like capacity of 3,500 ladies. So enough space for everyone to come. And it will be one of our biggest show. I think the maximum we did was like 2,000-3,000. So this is going to become booming, and it's our start as well in Belgium.
Is there 3,000 mensen in Belgium?
I don't know. We will see.
Oh, gosh.
We will see what's going.
Goodness, they're all going to be coming down.
Yes.
And if you haven't got your tickets yet, I believe there are still tickets available. So have a look on the website candymen.nl, candymen.nl. And you can buy your tickets there, and you can also see all our future shows, events, locations, and book your tickets for upcoming shows.
Yeah. So last time we talked a little bit about my job and my history. We didn't talk too much about what you're doing. So can you also tell me a little bit?
No, it's because I have nothing to say about it. What would you like to know, Mr.
Tell us
Mr.
a little bit
Peerebol?
about your history with work and with career and these stuff.
Okay, well, I've done a lot of jobs. Well, I suppose I come from a little village in England.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I couldn't wait to get out of that village. Yeah. So I went to university in London.
Yeah, like me, from Almere to Amsterdam.
Exactly. So I also went to the biggest city in England, the UK, and I studied politics.
Okay, politics.
Yes. Yeah. So naturally, I went from politics into stripping. You know,
okay.
So it's the normal route. No, I studied politics for 3 years. Yes. I did it with a bit of Spanish as well, because I love learning languages.
Okay.
And then what did I do then? Well, then I went and lived in Canada. For a little bit, and I worked for a bank in Canada, telling French Canadians that they couldn't get credit.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah. Je suis très désolé, mais on peut pas vous extendre du crédit, monsieur. Hein? And then they would swear at me.
Yeah.
But it's all religious swearing.
Okay.
And then I did various jobs when I moved back to the UK. I've worked for the Ministry of Defence on the phones. I've worked for a consultancy firm. I was a high school teacher. For 4 years, I was a head of sex education and citizenship and that sort of stuff. And then I could have moved into stripping, and then I've done bits of acting. I've also done bits of porn, and I've done various things. And then I met my partner now, who is Dutch, through stripping. And then we moved to Spain, or she moved over to Scotland for a while, then we moved to Spain, and now we live here in the Netherlands.
Okay.
So Does that answer your question?
Yeah, now I know a little bit better about your history.
Much?
And because sometimes I see you on Facebook, some politic stuff, I think, where does it come from? But now I know it better. So.
Well, I'm a very, I do have very strong opinions, particularly about some things political. And as you may be aware, there's some crazy things happening in the UK at the moment that I get angry about.
Okay, now a little bit back again to the show. Yes, about the show. How did it go yesterday? What's your feedback? Yeah.
My feedback, because it's always very difficult when you're on the stage, because you're so focused on the performance and everything. But it was one great audience, very high energy.
From the fans.
Yes, I've seen some of the films back, and we usually make a few mistakes, don't we? The audience don't always realise, but we always come off and you forgot to do this, so you forgot to do. But yesterday, I felt it was all pretty. I don't think I made any mistakes.
I got the same. Like it went better than ever, and I got a really good experience. En ik was zeker tevreden over de show van wat er gebeurd is gisteren. En het publiek ging ook helemaal los. Dus we gaan proberen vanavond te evenaren of zelfs te verbeteren.
Yeah, what he said. Yeah, exactly. So hopefully it will go smoothly tonight as well.
Yeah.
But even if it doesn't, we smile. The show goes on. You know, that's the sign of a professional, isn't it?
Yeah.
Whatever.
The one thing happened yesterday with me was like I had the towel with the towel act. Towel was a little bit too short, too small. So I needed to do it with what I had, and luckily my assistant helped me, and Rilana, she helped me with the.
Is that Rilana screaming?
Yeah, with
coming.
Sorry.
With the towel fuck up. So in the end everything went well, and I hope to make a crazy show tonight. And,
you had a towel blooper.
Towel blooper, definitely.
Now we did a while ago. There's a wig blooper on stage, wasn't there? Did you see the film?
No.
With the girl in Amsterdam.
No, I didn't.
The wig came off.
No,
not seen
that one.
No? Oh no! Oh no!
That one,
Kom in. We hebben hier Aaron de Veldenkamp.
Hey!
Vanuit de Groningen.
I'm eating.
That's okay, it's fine. Just spit it out. What are you eating? Show them what you got in your mouth. Lovely. What is that?
Maybe we can start now straight away. We did not interview both. Maybe we can start already with the interview.
Yes.
With Aaron a little bit.
No, I'm not going to do an interview today.
Just a brief one, just a very short one.
My name is Aaron. I'm 24 years old, and what else do I need to say?
No, we're gonna.
When did you have the sex change? Sex change? Oh, sorry. I thought somebody.
Don't say it.
Sorry, I thought somebody told me.
Okay, I'm leaving.
No,
just do, and these guys are going to talk further. So, bye.
That's Aaron. He's one. You've been here for a while, but he's one of the newer members.
Yeah, and he's really dedicated, and I see definitely potential in him. Let's clarify again. I'm now 4 or 5 years into Candymen. Benedict 1 year, but a lot of experience. So, we already a little bit more experienced than the new guys, but I definitely see potential in Aaron, and he will make it, I think.
Oh, I'm not sure. I don't know. I need to have a chat with him.
Yeah?
He's very good. And he started doing a couple of the group numbers as well.
Yeah.
So introduce him more and more. So you should see more and more of Aaron if you come along to the shows.
Yeah.
And we've got new guys starting all the time, so there we'll be introducing them.
Yeah, and I do also some recruitment work. So I talk first with Neil.
From your history of recruitment.
Yeah, I did IT recruitment as well, but now I'm doing it for the strippers. So I talk first like an hour with the new guys.
Was it before IT recruitment?
Yeah.
So now IT to naked men.
To stripping.
Okay. Sorry, stripping.
Yeah, but the recruitment, what I do now is like 1 hour, have a one-to-one with the person. Look how it's going. Look how dedicated the person is. Look what does the person want to sacrifice in order to become a professional artist into the stripping. There's some dedication, and you definitely need to get rid of some bullshit in your life in order to get focused. So I'm gonna talk with these guys and look how dedicated are you.
Nou, is misschien mogelijk dat er is mannen dat kijken dit video, dit filmpje, en ze willen ook kinderstrippen worden.
Ze kunnen altijd.
Dus welke advies kun je geven en wat moeten ze doen als ze willen een applicatie bij
Wat ze het best kunnen doen is volg eerst apenstaartje Candyman _official en stuur daar gewoon even een privébericht naartoe. So slide into the DM. of Candymen_official.
En is ervaring verplicht?
It depends. So we got like 10, 20, 30 applicants every week or every month, and we're gonna select, of course, on looks, but also on dedication and everything. So conversation is also important. So it's the whole package we're looking.
Is it grote pimmel?
Grote piemel as well.
No, you don't need to send a picture of your pimmel.
Yeah.
Keep your pimmel to yourself.
Yeah, to wrap it up, I think it's important to look what's gonna be the future of Candymen Unzipped, what we're gonna do following it.
Yes, and maybe you have some suggestions. Of course, if you always have questions, you can send us your questions, and maybe you have some suggestions about what we should talk about. Maybe you're curious to know certain things, and also maybe you have suggestions for shows in things we should be doing in the shows as well. It's always good to hear from you. So do feel free to send your suggestions either here in the comments, or you can send us mail or via Instagram, Twitter. You have a Twitter, but you Dutch don't use Twitter. I don't know what that's all about. We use it quite a lot in the UK, but in the Netherlands you hardly ever use Twitter.
Yeah.
Also, you used to use something called Hives. Remember that?
Hives, yeah.
Hives.
When I was 10 years old.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That went.
But the other thing is, like, I think the next episode we're gonna do some interviews. So like Aaron came in and we're gonna do a real interview. This was like bullshit, but we're gonna do a real interview. You can also ask some questions. If we go live, you can send the questions when we're standing here, so we can also respond to that. And I think next time.
Wait! We actually have some messages from Geraldine Jans, who says, "Hey, mannen, ik ga in september weer rijden."
Yeah,
fantastisch.
And then she wants Natasja van Elk. Ja, een nieuwe locatie dicht bij Utrecht.
Ja, misschien je weet de locaties dat we kunnen gebruiken.
Yeah, so we can always talk with club owners.
Yeah, if you know of any locations that you think our show would be good at, and you know you've got contacts there, send them to us as well. We can get in contact, see if they'd be interested in having a Candymen show at their location.
So for the next episode, I think it's important that we also share on social media. We're gonna do a new one.
Yes.
Going live, so the people can also do straight away some questions, and then we got a more interactive thing.
Yeah, indeed. This, of course, very new. This is only our second aflevering, so it's all fairly early stages. But if you have suggestions, ideas, let us know, and we will try and let you know when we'll be coming on. And hopefully we'll try and come live from Hasselt in Belgium next week.
I think next week we're going to be live in Hasselt, so stay tuned. That's on Saturday, yeah? Saturday 30th of April.
March? April? No, we're in March.
Oh, yeah, March.
He's wishing a whole month away.
So Saturday,
March.
Yeah. So Saturday 30th of March, we're in Hasselt, Club Versus. We do a new live stream. You can ask the questions, and that will be a big show. So stay tuned. See you next time.
Tot ziens.
Bye-bye.
Bye.